What's up, guys? It's Garage Goons, episode 28. Today, I am fucking sad. Dude, my Chargers, right? Most of my friends are Raiders fans, so naturally I get a lot of shit talk throughout the season. And honestly, it hasn't been too hard to snap back and be able to talk shit back to them because they've been awful for a while, somewhere between mediocre and awful. But they always say the Chargers have no rings. The Chargers choke. They're the San Diego chokers, and now they're the LA chokers. They don't even have their home stadium. They're renting a stadium. Justin Herbert is just empty stats. He's not a good quarterback. You guys aren't going to win ever. And it's like, I can't defend them. I cannot defend them anymore. I can't defend them anymore. I'm still a Chargers fan. I'm a Chargers fan for life. I don't give a damn. I'm going to be a Chargers fan. I have my Chargers blanket. I have my Chargers jerseys somewhere. Tonight was not the night to wear one because I'm not a proud Chargers fan. I am just a Chargers fan. Guys, what happened in the Jaguars game? What's the number one statistic that determines winning in the NFL? Anyone? Turnovers. How many did the Chargers have? 0. How many did the Jaguars have? 5. They had 5 fucking turnovers in the first half. In the first fucking half, we forced 5 turnovers. The Chargers did. It was looking good. I've been a Chargers fan a long time, but even I felt optimistic because even though I know we are the ultimate franchise when it comes to melting down, that we had a shot. We were in the game. This was our game to lose. And God damn it, we lost it. We found a way to lose again. How many times are we going to fucking lose this shit, man? We can't keep inventing ways to lose. There's no way you score 30 points in a game and force 5 turnovers and lose. That's never in the history of the NFL happened before, ever. We invent ways to lose, guys. So what the fuck happened? Well, I'll tell you what happened. In the first half, everything was clicking. We started hot. We got our receivers involved early. Everyone was catching the ball. We were running the ball well, especially in the red zone. I believe Austin Eckler had 2 touchdowns. So we were running it inside of the 10-yard line and finding pay dirt. And also, all of our guys stepped up in the absence of Mike Williams. That's not an excuse. He just didn't play. His back's hurt. It just is a fact, right? So Josh Palmer stepped up. Keenan Allen did Keenan Allen things. And DeAndre Carter was a suitable third option. And also, by the way, Gerald Everett played great for a tight end. Gerald Everett was the darling of the game and should have been the darling of a winning effort, but he was not. Our defense, there was 2 interceptions from Asante Samuel Jr. There was another freak one where a ball got batted and a linebacker caught it. We had every opportunity to shut the door on the Jaguars and leave them no hope. So what the fuck happened? Brandon Staley, explain this to me. How are you up 3 scores going into halftime and then you call 2 runs? I counted 2. Maybe I'm off. Maybe it could even be 3 or 4. Oh my God. 4 more runs? 4 more runs in the second half? 4 more fucking runs? 4 runs when you have a 3-score lead? What kind of coaching is that? You don't get any style points for blowing a team out 60-7 or whatever. Who cares about that? Win in advance. That's it. It doesn't matter if you win by 1 point like the Jaguars just did to you, or if you win by 20 points, you move on to the next round, you have a shot in playoffs. Not every game is going to be pretty, and your offense is going to clip the whole time because guess what? There's a thing called halftime, and good coaches like Doug Marrone make great halftime adjustments, and you have to adjust to the adjustment. You have 3 whole scores to figure out how to adjust to their adjustment, and you didn't. You never did. You didn't call any running plays on first and second down. You didn't call any. There was 2 the whole time, and the best run that was Justin Herbert saying, fuck it. They're only playing the pass, and we're only calling pass plays. So I'm going to tuck it. And guess what? He got a first down. That should have been a sign that we should run the fucking ball. Guess what? Even if all you do is score 3 points like the Chargers did in the second half, if you run the ball instead of pass it, the clock doesn't stop. And probably they run out of time trying to catch up to your 3-score lead. Even if you do nothing offensively in the second half, if you run the damn ball and bleed clock, you win the game because their time runs out. There's no time left to come back. But you kept calling passes, which means the clock kept stopping, which means 3rd and long, which means they only play against the pass and force you to run, force you, okay, you want to win? Run against me. What did he do? He didn't run. He didn't call a single run play. Now, some of this is on Justin Herbert. My boy is still a great quarterback, but he doesn't go blameless in this. He held the ball way too long. And he should have probably tried to run it himself or call an audible at the line. Now, a lot of people have different theories about this. Well, the quarterback might not have the authority to overcall the head coach or to audible out of a situation. But Justin's in his 3rd year and his 2nd year with Brandon, and I don't know what kind of relationship they have if he's allowed to do that, but he should have anyway. So some of that, as the leader of the team in Justin Herbert, is on you. But 90% of the blame pie goes to Brandon Staley, who's a fucking idiot. Last year, you called a timeout. The only thing that could have forced the Raiders to get a second opportunity to boot us out of playoffs when all we needed to do was run the timeout. What did you do? You called a timeout and we get out of the playoffs. All we needed to do was tie. We didn't even need to win. The tie was there. The Raiders were playing for the tie. We were playing for the tie. You called a timeout. The Raiders won. Fast forward to, later on. I go to every single Chiefs away game, meaning every single home game that the Chargers play the Chiefs. Okay. You were on the 2-yard line and you went for it right before halftime. We lose the game in overtime by 3. This is 2022 last season. You could have kicked a field goal and went up by 2 scores. You didn't, and then we lose in overtime. Similar thing happened in that same game. Could have gone for 2, which would have made it a 2-score game, and going for 1 did absolutely nothing for you. You could have gone up by a full, I believe it was either 7 or 8 points, and he chose to go for 1, which does absolutely nothing in the context of that game. I'm just going over all the mistakes I remember him making. And I don't think Brandon Staley is a bad OC. I think he probably can draw up a mean play. I think he can probably even game plan or scheme in the beginning of a game. But a few things that he's terrible at: adjustments. He can't make adjustments. And in-game smart decision-making, where Bill Belichick and Mike Tomlin and John Harbaugh and Andy Reid make all of the in-game adjustments that are smart. Smart people don't call timeout and allow the other team an opportunity to boot you out of playoffs like a fucking idiot. Smart people run the ball when they're up 3 scores and all they have to do is advance. You're probably going to get a lot more 3rd and shorts. I can't tell you how many times it was 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 15 in the second half of the Charger game. Okay, the pass game stopped working. Doug Marrone made a great defensive adjustment. I don't know what he did, but he stopped our fucking passes. And Herbert, to be honest, had all kinds of time in the pocket. He just had to hold it forever because I believe they were double teaming Keenan Allen and they were on our receivers like glue, and we couldn't get any separation. So what should you do? Shouldn't you try to run the fucking ball? I remember he called a play action pass. Justin Herbert gets sacked because nobody on the defense even looked at Austin Eckler. They're like, he's not handing that ball off. They haven't handed the ball off all second half. Why would he hand it off now? You know how you make play action passes successful? You run the fucking ball. You run the ball. Brandon Staley, run the fucking ball. No one's going to believe you if all you've done all half is call passes. Now you're going to call a play action play? What defender is going to jump on the running back and think that he handed it off? He hasn't been doing it all second half. You set up the play action with the run game, you fucking idiot. I am so tired of the Chargers finding ways to lose, and I want Brandon Staley fired. I don't care if he made it in playoffs this year. He's the reason we weren't in playoffs last year. I don't care if the defense was so well coached that we forced 5 turnovers, and there's some good things to take home today. The moral of the story is we lost. We fucking lost. Who do I want going forward? Sean Payton or Eric Bieniemy? My number one choice is Eric Bieniemy because inside the division, he knows how the KC Chiefs play. He knows how to draw up great plays. He's a great offensive mind, and I believe he's going to understand in-game situations and make great adjustments like he's been doing in KC. Now, for some reason, he's been interviewing for head coaching opportunities the past like 3-4 years, and nobody hires him. I don't get it. He seems like a smart guy. Everybody on the Chiefs, the best organization in football the past 5 years, respects him and loves him, right? And Andy Reid has only good things to say about him. So that's good enough for me. If Andy Reid gives the thumbs up and everyone, including Pat Mahomes, the best quarterback in the NFL right now, gives him the thumbs up, then I give him the thumbs up. I don't care if he stutters, drools on himself, and urinates in his pants during the interview, and he doesn't bring a resume or a playbook. Hire that man, okay? And if you don't hire him, hire Sean Payton. I don't want you to hire anybody else. Get on the phone right now. Don't let Jerry Jones call Sean Payton. Don't let anybody else call Eric Bieniemy. Hire one of them two dudes and get this motherfucking guy, Brandon Staley, the fuck out of here. I never want to see him coaching for my team again. And if he coaches for another team, I hope it's a team inside division so we can get easy wins because he can't make in-game adjustments and he makes terrible play calls when shit's on the line. That's how I feel about it. I'm a Chargers fan. Do I look fucking happy to you? Garage Goons, the most trash show on YouTube. Comment, like, subscribe, share this, and tag Dean Spanos, the worst owner in football, in this to fire Brandon Staley, the worst fucking head coach in playoffs. I still hate Dean Spanos. Sell the fucking team. We don't want to rent in LA. We wanted a stadium in San Diego. I get that they didn't pass a hotel taxing bill that would have totally ruined people visiting San Diego because they would have had to pay like double what they were paying before. And then you blame the people of San Diego for not building a stadium there and having our own culture and our own fan base. And now now every game is an away game. Okay. I go to home games. I see the crowd. It's either 50-50 at best or it's an away game. And guess what? Even when it's 50-50, the louder crowd is the visiting crowd. Sell the team, Dean Spanos, and fire Brandon Staley before you do. Maybe I'll like you if you fire Brandon Staley. No, that's a lie. I'll never like you. I fucking hate you, and I hate Brandon Staley, and I want the Chargers to win because we have too much talent. Herbert is too good. Derwin James is too good. Asante Samuel Jr. is too good. Joey Bosa is too good. Khalil Mack is too fucking good. Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler, Gerald Everett, too good to be losing in the first fucking round to loser Trevor Lawrence, refurbished Christian Kirk, and journeyman Zay Jones.